Okay, so we're going to show you some activities that you can use with the Swiss ball or the big ball with you and your mentee. First off, you should never put your feet on the big ball or stand on it, obviously, because it's very mobile. If your mentee is younger and is sitting on it, make sure you spot them so they don't fall off or hurt themselves. The first easiest thing you can do is just balance. Your mentee can sit on here and try to balance on top of the ball. Something really simple. Then you could do sit-ups. It's easier if she has her feet up against the wall just for more stable reasons, but she just sits on the ball, crosses her arms, and just goes up and down. It just works on sit-ups. A little bit different than laying on the mat. I mean, the ball adds a little bit more motivation. Then we have the Superman, so she'll lay on the ball on her stomach. And she'll just raise out her arms and then back down, and then she can do her legs. Just wait. Back down. Or just do the Superman with her arms.
You'd have to roll.
Also, then she could sit on her bottom and hold the ball, and she could do some Russian twists. So she just goes side to side. To make it harder, she could lift up her feet and go side to side. You could do it with a partner, so I could sit behind her and we could pass it from side to side like that, so you also would be involved. Also, she could put it in between her legs. No.
Oh.
Yeah, around it, and then lay back. And then she could raise her legs up and down. And if your mentee's really advanced, she could raise her legs up and then give it to her hands and put her hands back. Yep, and then back up. Raise her legs up, pick it up, and back down. Yep. And then she could do hip ups. So, yep, her feet go on and she raises her hips and she holds it for a certain amount of seconds, eventually increasing as the weeks progress. And then the plank. So she'll put her feet on the ball. Yep, she puts her feet on the wall in push-up position. She can do push-ups if they're able to. Yep, and I'm just spotting to make sure that she doesn't lose her balance. We use a mat just because the carpet is not very comfortable to lay on, and the mat's always there. So now we'll go into some games that we can play with the ball.
Okay, so some fun games that you can do. Basic ones are you can just pass, standing or sitting. So we can do it sitting first. So we can just, if your mentee's young, you can just pass back and forth. Working on your upper body strength and even just learning how to catch. You can also do it standing. So it's a little big, but you can bounce pass. Chest pass will be a little bit harder, but it's something you can try. Okay. And then the next game, it's called crab soccer. So you can either do it on your hands and your feet. So you can kick it back and forth. You can set up goals and maybe some cones to knock down. If you don't want to play together, you can do it independently.
You could also do it on a scooter as
scooter.
well, and do your hands instead of kicking it with your feet. You could just kick it with your hands on the scooter.
Good idea. And we can, instead of doing it like crab soccer, you can also just set bowling pins up, and you can lightly kick it to knock it over. You can use your hands to knock it over, and that you can also keep score. That's fun motivation for the mentees. And the last thing would be a circuit or station. So basically you just set up a few stations throughout. They can roll a dice to see what station to go to, and you can make up an activity for each number on the dice. So just remember to be creative and have fun with it.